won't let me marry Nathan. I'm carrying his child.
Nathan, where are you?
Amber got hurt on stage. We can't get married today, okay? Let's just postpone the wedding until tomorrow.
And find someone else on my contact list. I don't care who it is. Sure.
My fiancé left me. So, why don't we get married instead? I won't let them use me like that again. Let's make them pay.
Just as everyone thought the show had already reached its climax, Emma descended gracefully to the stage on a chair. The spotlights illuminated her, but the crowned star was nowhere to be seen. Whispers ran through the crowd while stylists and assistants frantically started searching for the jewelry that was meant to be the highlight of the show. Forgetting the audience, they even pushed back Emma's sleeves and raised the hem of her gown, displaying her lovely, pale, long legs. Legs so beautiful, they were unforgettable. Just as quickly as the whispers had started, they stopped. Emma elegantly raised her arm, tilted her head back, and lifted her left leg, striking a beautiful dance pose. The crowned star appeared sparkling magnificently around Emma's ankle. Everyone froze in amazement. The sight of Emma leaning back in the chair, flowing from one striking pose to the next, was mesmerizing. The audience rose to their feet and gave Emma a standing ovation. Among the crowd, hidden away at the back, Eric was completely focused on Emma. His new wife, once New York's top model, was in her glory. Standing in for a B-grade model, despite the 3 years that had passed since her last appearance, she was just as exciting as she'd ever been. She was born for the runway. After Emma's final pose, the show came to a satisfying end. Bellamy's founder, Julius Taylor, was thrilled with her performance and the crowd's reaction. But because he was backstage, he hadn't yet realized that the model on the runway was actually Emma, not Amber Lee. He walked out on stage and approached Emma. He offered his hand to help her off the chair, led her to the head of the runway, and then bowed to the audience. Thank you, everyone, and of course, thank you, Amber, for a spectacular performance. Emma stayed silent, simply responding with an elegant nod of her head. Suddenly, a high-pitched voice said, "That isn't Amber. I know Amber, and she doesn't have such long legs." The applause stuttered. The voice called out again, "If you're Amber, take off your mask." Murmurs of doubt and disbelief multiplied and grew louder as the crowd began to wonder just who this phenomenal model was. "Miss Amber, please remove your mask," requested Julius. Emma hesitated, but then slowly slid the mask up her face as the audience held their breath. With the mask removed, the crowd immediately recognized her for who she really was. It's Emma Miller! Questions were being murmured all around the room. Emma had been blacklisted after stepping back from her work years ago, but would she really stoop so low as to impersonate another model? Whose idea was this? Was she deliberately creating hype, or had she been forced to step into this role? "Emma! It's actually Emma!" A swarm of reporters quickly surrounded her, peppering her with questions. "Miss Miller, could you please explain what's going on? Amber was supposed to be today's model. Why are you here instead? Miss Miller, you were blacklisted 3 years ago. Are you trying to take this opportunity to announce a comeback? Miss Miller, are you taking advantage of Amber's injuries to steal her opportunity to represent Bellamy? Emma, are you just trying to create hype? You must have known Amber was injured." The reporters' questions grew more and more intense, and some people in the audience began shouting insults. "Bellamy is Amber's gig! Give it back to her!" Emma was already beginning to panic under the onslaught when Julius turned on her in fury. "I am going to sue Global for breach of contract. I asked for Amber, not some third-rate model." He had no idea just how famous Emma had been 3 years ago. All he knew was that this controversy was ruining his show. "I'll see you in court," he snarled at Emma. "Get out of here. You do not deserve to be standing on my runway." His sharp voice echoed through the building, temporarily quieting even the reporters. But Emma couldn't move. She had prepared herself for this moment, but the humiliation still stung. Go on, get lost! Then, from the end of the stage, a deep voice cut through her shock. Well, it's clear that someone needs to get lost.
Hi, I'm Emma. Want to know my struggles? Then download the Pocketfm app and listen to the exciting episodes of The Billionaire's Accidental Bride now.